Welcome to the third episode of Dolly Digest. My name is Craig Thompson, and as promised this week, I'll look at the new clubs who have entered the NPL Premier Division to replace promoted Radcliffe and Marine, along with relegated sides Bradford Park Avenue, Stafford Rangers, and Atherton Collieries. We begin with Blyth Spartans, who were relegated from Vanarama in National League North. Blyth were 21st of 24 and ended the season on 50 points, 3 behind Farsley Celtic, just above the relegation line. They did have a better goal difference than Farsley, and what's interesting is that they scored 66 goals throughout the season. That was the 9th best goal return, and one more than Brackley Town, who finished second. The current manager is Norberto Solano, previously of Newcastle United and Aston Villa in his playing days. A Peru international of 95 caps and 20 goals. He last managed AFC Eskilstuna in the third tier in Sweden. A notable player for Blyth from history is Ali Dyer, who most people will know as the player who convinced Graham Souness, then at Southampton, that he was George Weah's cousin. Not widely known, but Dyer played for Blyth Spartans, making one substitute appearance on the 9th of November 1996 in a Northern Premier League game against Boston United, before signing for the Premier League Saints. Currently the main man is Nicky Deverdix. He has recently signed a new contract, has been a League Two player with Barnet and Hartlepool, and either at National League or National League North level for the last 9 seasons. We have played Blyth once in recent years in the FA Trophy first round in December 2018. The Dolly Blues suffered a 3-0 defeat. Staying in the northeast, and in fact we have 4 trips to that part of the world to come this season, and one to Whitby. Hebburn Town have come up from Northern Premier League Division 1 East as champions with 81 points to their name, just one ahead of Stockton. They recently signed Morpeth Town duo Michael Turner and Liam Noble, adding some key NPL experience there. Hebburn won the 2019-20 FA Vars in May 2021, which, much like our LFA Trophy final, was delayed a year due to COVID-19. Leek Town are from Staffordshire. They were promoted from the NPL Division 1 West. They were top of the ladder with 78 points ahead of Runcorn Linnets in second. Rob Stevenson scored 21 goals, the top goal scorer in the NPL West. Leek reached the final of the FA Trophy in 1990, having progressed all the way from the first qualifying round, but lost in the final at Wembley 3-0 to Barrow. The last time Lancaster and Leek met, I think, was in 2008. I'm sure our statisticians will correct me if I'm wrong. It was the preliminary round of the FA Trophy, and we lost 1-0. No strangers to the Dolly Blues are Mickleover. After 2 seasons in the Southern Premier League Premier Division, they're back in the NPL. They did make the playoffs last season, albeit by goal difference, as Stratford matched their points total. Mickleover were deducted 12 points for fielding an ineligible player during the season, although that would have only took them up to 3rd, if my maths are correct. The matter related to Lewis Ridd having played in 7 matches between the 27th of January and 2nd of March when his loan extension was not registered correctly. Regular opponents from 2017 to 2021, Dolly Blues, only lost once to the Reds during that time, on the last day of the season in April 2022, when even an outfield substitute appearance for Max Povey couldn't turn the tide. Merseyside club Prescott Cables came up through the playoffs in the NPL West. They were 3rd on 67 points, and for comparison, Witton Albion, who we will play in a pre-season friendly, were just outside the playoffs on 63. They overcame Bootle in the playoff semi and City of Liverpool in the final. Last but certainly not least are Stockton Town, having come up from the Northern Premier League Division 1 East. They were 2nd on 80 points, as mentioned, just one shy of Hebburn at the top. Stockton had to defeat Carlton Town and then Dunstan on penalties after a 4-4 draw in a pulsating playoff final. Just as an added note, in 6 playoff semi-finals at the NPL Division 1 level, and I'm including the Midlands League in that, only one was won by an away team, that being City of Liverpool, and even they came unstuck in the final against Prescott. Stockton's Amar Purwal was top scorer in the NPL East with 28 goals to his name. I could find one notable meeting between the Dolly Blues and Stockton back in 1993 in an FA Cup first qualifying round tie, Lancaster winning 2-1. None of these sides, you will notice, are any that were relegated from the NPL Premier Division at the end of last season. If I could get my timeline right. Nantwich and Stalybridge Celtic were mid-table in the NPL Division 1 West. Belper narrowly missed out on the playoffs in Division 1 East, while Liversidge were 10th. Just highlights the difficulties faced by the relegated sides. Kyle Brownhill has signed for Stalybridge Celtic. We wish Kyle all the best for the future. Thank him and his family for 2 years spent as a Dolly Blue. Kyle made 91 appearances, scoring 4 goals in the process. He found the back of the net against Warrington Rylands, twice against Stafford Rangers, and versus Bradford Park Avenue. On Monday, the Bay Veterans Association, in association with our own Lancaster Military Veterans FC, will host a coffee morning at the Giant Axe in Dolly's Diner. It's for veterans in the local area, and going forward will take place on the first Monday of every month from 10 a.m. One exclusive piece of news, which will be on social media in the coming days: Chris Wilcott will be hosting Beer and Pizza Days at the Giant Axe on the 15th and 22nd of June. It's a day to work on the stadium, getting it ready for the new season, as we do each year. Chris will be there. He'll be available to chat with supporters. Really want to do that with all of our fans. We start at 9 a.m, so bring any paintbrushes, any rollers for both gloss and emulsion if you have them. There's always lots to do, so all are welcome. And I repeat, there will be beer and pizza. That's all for today from me. As always, enjoy your weekend.